in a night full of premier matchups, we had a lot of good games. I think a lot of the games came down to the wire, and one team got their first win. We'll start with them. But this is the Week 4 post-game show. Still need a sponsor. Help us out on that. Nike, Under Armour. Just going to call out all the big
baller
guns.
brand.
Big baller brand. I know. We need a sponsor. But I'm here with the guys. I'm Joey Zacco. I can do the names now. Mike, Tyler, Greg. Good to go. Skyhookers get their first win. Big Baller Brand, speaking of Big Baller Brand, remains winless. But Big Baller Brand had a lead in the final minute of this one after being down double digits in the fourth, right? So they come all the way back, and then it's a big three-pointer. I'll let you guys talk about it. But the Skyhookers are calling out the Alliance on the way out of the gym, and that's what we like to see here. But what did they – I mean, they hit a big shot, but
big
take
man,
it away.
Big shot.
There you go.
Yeah, I mean, they had trouble. I mean, they had a 4-man rotation, so they played the whole game, all 4 players, and O'Donnell went off for 46, and at times he just couldn't be stopped. I mean, his shot still wasn't falling at times, but he still had a great game, and he was a big part of them. But that big shot at the end by Kevin Redmond, I mean, that just put the nail in the coffin kind of for him and put him up by 1, and then he nailed 2 free throws, so he kind of came up big down the stretch.
Yeah, I think they did a great job changing pace too, because they were pushing a lot early, but they knew they only had 4 guys, so O'Donnell was really setting the pace, slowing the ball down, getting his team settled.
I think they were a little naive in thinking they can keep that up. They're like, oh, we got this. Second quarter, yeah, we're good. And then they're like, whoa. We're a little tired here. We need to change our game plan.
Yeah, I mean, they pretty much said it all. O'Donnell kind of had them on his back the whole time.
How many?
Dropping 46 points. I mean, he just said it too, but
46.
I was going to make
again.
that point. Yeah, 46. It's impressive. So just shy of 50, which have we seen 50 points?
No, I don't believe so.
No.
The other record in the other league is 62. Maybe more.
Well, wait till I'm in next season.
I know. We'll get there.
I'll break that for you.
Can't wait for that. Let's go to halfway Crooks and the Werewolves. Another close game, 9-point game, but there was free throw shooting going on to kind of expand that. It was a close game throughout. I'm sure you guys love hearing me talk about my own team, but take it away. I thought the Werewolves, Gino, 40 played really well. Heston was noticeably doing his thing, and we made some shots in the third quarter and into the fourth. And I think that was the difference.
Yeah, you guys had a stretch too when they took Heston out where it was like right away it was like a 3-pointer you guys hit. Then they missed a shot and you hit another 3 and then another 3. And I was like, all right, they need to call a timeout and get him back in the game. But he ended up with 16 points and 17 rebounds too, which is impressive.
Yeah, I think this is like the 3rd or 4th time that Forte and Heston scored 16, the same amount of points in the week. They both had 16. It was kind of weird, but you guys were really able to control the glass and really slow the pace towards the end of the game when you guys were able to pull away.
Finally used our size, right?
Yeah. And to add on to that, you guys were down at the half as well again, so it's the 3rd straight week. You guys are 3-1. Yeah, 3 wins, but all 3 of them have come after a halftime deficit, so it's good that you guys are coming back strong. And that fourth quarter, as I mentioned, that you hit those 3 straight threes, and when Heston was out, that was key to your win.
Yeah. Interesting though too, they only scored actually 9 points in the third quarter. So coming out of halftime, you guys really hunkered down defensively.
And I'm pretty sure we only had 9 or 10 in the first quarter. So another slow start, as you guys mentioned. Boom Shakalaka and the Alliance. It was a game. I think Boom had a lead in the third, right?
Yeah, late third.
On some free throws, and then it ends up ballooning to well over double digits. But what was Boom Shakalaka able to do to hang in for 3 quarters, which is we've seen Big Baller Brand do it for 2, right? Maybe 1 and a little. And now Boom Shakalaka into the third. It seems like they're starting to get a little figured out, but what was Boom able to do to hang in?
Oh, they really controlled the glass. A lot of teams have been dominated on the glass by the Alliance, but they had a lot of big bodies to control it. And they hit a lot of 3 balls tonight, too, that kept them in the game.
Yeah, and to add on to that, Alliance started off the game 3 versus 4, so I think that slow start also didn't help at all. And they kind of didn't have the depth that they usually had, and it seemed like the players were a little sluggish. But I think that's more due to Boom Shakalaka kind of locking down on defense and really being physical as well. It's probably the most physical that the Alliance has been played so far.
Yeah, I was going to note on the physicality. I think one guy fouled out and then another had either 4 or 5. I'm not exactly sure. It was in the second half in the second quarter he had 4 fouls. So it just goes to show you how physical they were being.
And that was their game plan from the start, because I could hear a bunch of guys saying, we got fouls, use them, make them hit free throws.
And that's a key to slowing the game down
Yeah.
because the way we do it, the clock runs when the free throws are happening, and that's definitely a viable strategy. The issue is not giving up an and one, which I am now like 3 for 3 in 3 weeks with terrible fouls, which is not the plan. You want them to be 2 free throws, not a 3-point play, but fouling and also limiting the transitions by using the foul. So there's a way to foul to make them take it out. And it's, again, easier said than done because they are so good at getting out and running.
And they're quick, too.
They're quick.
As soon as they get the rebound,
they're hitting
they're
threes.
already on the other side of the floor.
The Alliance definitely a tough matchup.
Yeah, definitely.
So we'll see. The next week, week 5, is the last week of the first-time matchups. And then we start to repeat some of the matchups between the 6 teams. The Alliance undefeated. I think we're the only team with 1 loss.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Boom has 2.
Yeah.
Right? Werewolves have 2. There you
Yeah.
go. Yeah. So halfway Crooks in second, and then as we mentioned, 2 teams with 2 losses, right? Which is 4, and then Skyhookers and Big Baller Rim.
still.
There we go. So we can do math. Nice, proving things on the post-game show. So next week, the last of the first matchups, as I mentioned. Stay tuned to the website, thelegacyleagues.com. Any final notes? Anything that surprised you, stood out? I know we're a little quick today, but
I was kind of surprised Skyhookers hung around with only 4 dudes like they did.
I was surprised that Skyhookers are calling out the Alliance.
well,
Yeah, ditto.
I mean, it was they were half kidding, maybe more than half.
that.
But, and so I think I don't even know all the matchups. I know halfway Alliance, whichever teams haven't played. I think Boom Shakalaka gets Big Baller, so Werewolf Skyhookers could be a good game, and we'll see if the Skyhookers can live up to what they're saying.
Yeah. And a chance for them to jump back up in the standings.
There you go, and prove something to everybody. So at Legacy_Leagues on Twitter. On Instagram, we do a lot of cool stuff on there. Player of the Week poll. We're going to have previews starting for Week 5. Greg will be taking those. We'll be doing top plays, power rankings, and now previewing the next week. So stay tuned for those on thelegacyleagues.com. Facebook interviews will be up by the time you're watching this on Thursday, and to see kind of who says what after the game. So those are always fun. And there should be some movement this week. Power rankings. That's what happens when a lot of good teams play. So a whole bunch of stuff going on. For the guys, I'm Joey. We'll see you in Week 5 on Wednesday, October 25th. So we'll see you then.